I took a nap today because I'm on day 2 of fasting. Fasting started yesterday at 6 p.m. So usually when I'm fast, I stay in my room. I tried not to do any errands because I don't want to be tempted to eat. So I stay in my room, I sleep, I read the Bible, tend to my children, and then get ready to go to FedEx. I happen to just log on to Instagram and I see a message. Now, at this point in my life, I already have a wall. For the simple fact that I faced rejection, I was ready to date, and now I'm working on healing because when I think that I found somebody, it doesn't go in my favor and I get ghosted a lot. So at this point, I don't know what to trust. I do notice that with my appearance, people want to come out the woodworks and say that I'm cute and attractive, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, without the eyelash and the hair done, was I not attractive before? I'm hoping by tomorrow, when my fast is coming to end, that I would have the courage to pray to have God help me with picking a suitable partner. So instead of me saying yes and believing everything they tell me, I'm going to go on my knees and pray at this point, because apparently when I do pros or cons, or I think I might have found somebody suitable, it just don't turn out well. But I'm just going to pray, because there's just certain people I'm not letting back in. Like those that I had a casual sexual relationship, they can't come back. That's a no. But if I did not have sex with you and you just ghosted me, I would have to pray about that, because my thing is, if you're trying to come back in my life because a partner or partners did not work, that might not work for me, because who's to say you won't ghost me again or put me on the back burner? So I don't know about that, but again, I'm open. Now, if you're going through personal issues, God will let me know. But as far as spinning block or moving fast, I'm not doing that. I'm hoping this fast will also give me the courage to continue to stand up for myself, because sometimes I don't stand up for myself. And I'm just hoping that I have a closer relationship with God. Like, I like the fact that my discernment is strong, and I hope it stays that way. But in order for that to stay that way, I would have to have a stronger prayer life. So anybody listening to this I hope you're encouraged to be mindful of who you let into your life, and just have the courage to know that God is with you. And it helps that you keep yourself busy and do things to enhance your appearance, like me. But even with that, you should know, without the appearance, the enhancement, that you're still beautiful regardless. Because I already know when these lashes are eventually going to come off, but I'm going to make sure that I maintain my appearance, because a lot of times, based on how you look, people treat you. And that's kind of sad, but that's the reality we're in. And I want my future partner to know that I plan on staying put together, because a lot of times when these men step out of these relationships, unfortunately, these women let themselves go. And I want to always keep myself presentable. Also, I expect my man to spoil me on occasions instead of me spoiling him, because that's another thing I do. And that's another reason why I'm kind of iffy about certain men coming back in my life, because if these are men that I did something for, you're probably hoping that you could get those benefits again. So, but I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm a mom, so you'll occasionally hear children. But yes, I just decided to come online today because that kind of, there's some women that like that attention from men, and me, I have that wall up because the thing is, I like genuine connections. I don't like connections where it's like, okay, I'm bored, so I'll just be up under her. I don't like those type of connections. I don't. I like it to be genuine. I like people to like me for me because I like people for them. I don't like people for what they can do for me. That's never been my forte. I just don't like that. I see relatives use other people. I'm not that type of person because when I lay my head down, my conscience will bother me. So there's just certain things I can't do. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people, they sleep well at night, being selfish and mistreating people, and they go about their day. Me, I can't do that. So, but I decided to get on here because, and not only that, when I was on the internet today, I kept seeing things pop up about ghosting, people coming back in your life, and it was like everything was an eye-opener to the point where when I took my nap today, I had visions of certain men and people that I used to deal with, and it kind of shocked me. And then I was getting calls from private numbers, then the private number stopped, so now they're calling me on a regular number, but I already know those numbers, so I knew not to answer it because, again, it's a done deal. But so that's how I know the fasting and prayer is working, because now I'm getting visions of these people. But the visions are not good. It's like, yeah, God is telling me I'm going to make sure they don't come back in your life. And if they do, I'm going to give you that courage to leave them alone. But yes, I hope this video is encouraging to somebody, but that's what I felt like speaking about. That was on my heart. So thank you for listening.